Whoops. Ha 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 ha. Welcome. We can do things the right way. Or we can do them my way. Hello, everyone. It's Leela, and here I am. My roommate actually works at the same time as me, so I've been taking him to work, and I still have my Pokemon keychain thing on, and I can't take it off, because if I do, I might lose my keys somewhere in this hellbound mess that I've got here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Art TherAPPy, but it's cool. It's okay if we're a little bit disorganized today, because what's going on today is we're just going to have an in-the-flow workspace, work hang. I suggest if you have projects, art projects, or whatever, something that you could do while we're hanging out, you should just hang out and do that here with us. And I'll explain what I'm doing on my way. And other than that, let's just turn on some comments and say hi. Yes, I meant to do this. Look, this is what I do. This is how I make sure I don't lose my keys. My one key to my car. I carry it around on a Pokemon lanyard. Super awesome. All right, I'm saying hi to Dan Anderson, who shared and smashed the like. To Thomas Christ, the legend of links, the magical mod, the one who will probably post some links to help you connect with me, like you could do easily by scanning that little button right over there. Seagull Rock Squawk, 2 days in a row. Hell yeah. Yes, the mighty river of creativity. He indeed is. Okay, that's everyone in the front row, but I do see y'all out there in the lurking lounge. And of course, as always, there will be people watching on the replay. So I say, why don't we just get the heck into it, right? You already know how to do what Thomas is posting. I do have a Patreon now. It's true. The high-level Patreons can actually, at this moment, until it's full, can opt to sign in for my Duolingo family plan, and you will be able to get free, unlimited learning. And music theory is in there, you guys, so it is absolutely connected. Or you could learn Spanish and Ukrainian with me. What the hell? All right, it is time. We're going to bring in my iPad, Ilya, and we're going to do some cool stuff. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Here we are. I am going to go into my music. Actually, I'm just going to play whatever's here, right? Going to turn that down a little bit because we don't want to have nothing but noise. Just tell me if it's too loud or too quiet. And then we're just going to open up some fun art projects. And let's play. All this music you can hear on Midnight Chill if you attend Midnight Chill or watch Midnight Chill on the replay. It is an incredibly cool replay vibe. I think that's just a little loud for me, hopefully. All right, that's just gonna be a bunch of different cool songs. Hey, one more set of treats for the kitty. Man, she has got me trained, doesn't she? All right, as you guys can see. All right, I think let's start with creating to music. We've got music on. Should we set a timer? Or will someone tell me when it's half hour? By the way, I got paid by YouTube today. So cool. That's 3 times in 2 months. Boom. That's the best I've ever done. Yes. Right on. All right, let's do something. Let's start. Let's start with Procreate. Let's see what you can do by just starting. So plus a screen size 23 by 1688. Hey, Rich, aloha, aloha, aloha. So I want to find something that's, let's go 1920 by 1080. So that's the size of like a thumbnail. Now I'm just gonna start. We're gonna start by looking at our, oh my gosh, there are all these new, the Procreate library has been updated, as you can see. Here's pencils, echidna, very nice. Scopus Bruni, wow, pens. Minke, Kestrel, Bronzewing, Sanderling, inks. Look at all these. Ooh, look at this night jar. I like this. Let's do some. Let's like start by maybe writing. We'll write aloha. Look at how cool that looks. Just, there we go. Just writing in aloha. Let's like narrow it down a little bit, and then we can write love. Let's make this a little darker. So the way you make your same color darker. Let's see how we do that. I think you just come straight across. There we go. That's a nice dark green. You could also draw like little trees. This is the thing. I'm not good at drawing. I'm not even good at art, but I have made a whole ton of actual art. No lies. Now, you could actually go in here and I could be like, love, peace, truth, whoops, kindness, some other positive words. Joy. So come on, guys. Positive words. Positive words. Luxury. Your rest. Forgiveness. Do. Let's see. Extra. Let's see. Beauty. Delightful. Delight. Let's see. Ooh, friendship. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. We'll put that. Let's put that here. Friendship. Meow, Hugh. How's Felix today? Aw, that's beautiful. Friendship. Music. Music is very positive. Creativity. Aloha, like meow, has many meanings. Yes, sometimes it's now. Let's see. Fulfillment. Cheerful. See, now we've got this little. Now I'm just gonna kind of, whoops. I'll kind of outline it. Aloha. See, and this looks terrible, right? But eventually it's not gonna look terrible. That's the beauty of this, is that as you keep working into things, they start becoming more beautiful. There's aloha. The pie, the pie, the pie, the pie. Now that we've got this, I suggest we add another layer. Ooh, just like say, like we could just change our background color and it already looks way cooler. Look at that back, see? Already we're just like, boom. Kind of like that. Maybe let's go back to that first layer again, and I'm going to draw a couple more things, like a 4-leaf clover maybe. See, it looks cool when you take it out. All right, let's go back to that next layer. And again, we're not worrying about, once again, we're not going to worry about how to go over and under other layers, because that's just not what we worry about here. Let's find something that goes with this green. So the way you do that is you tap like harmony, palettes, classic. Let's go harmony. So this gives you a tetradic color scheme, or we could go complementary, split complementary, analogous, triadic, tetradic. Let's try tetradic. Oh, there we go. Now we have another color. So let's work with this. Let's start working with this. Let's find a new brush. Let's find a fun brush. Let's get some paint in here. She oak. That's very nice looking. We'll just paint. We don't worry about going over the lines. I'm just gonna paint in some color. I just love the colors already. Let's take another one. Take another one of these tetradic colors. Just do. What? And then you could just actually, you could, if you want to be able to still see what you're working on, you could just take this, long press it, and pull it underneath. Now your aloha is on top, right? We'll actually just get rid of that, and we're just going to pretend that never happened. But all we have is these tetradic, these lovely things. Just going to do some of this. And then we'll add one more color. We'll add this other tetradic color, this kind of pink. And we're going to use the same brush, and we're just going to just drop in some color spots. Boop, boop, boop. This is just like taking your paint. See how I've got my thing, and I'm just going to tap it on the screen. Yee, there we go. Oh, wow, look at that. Now let's smudge. Let's find a cool smudging. White jasmine? What? Look at that. See, now we're smudging the colors into each other. Let's make this just a little bigger. Look at, see how it's smearing back and forth? Oh, wow, that's just awesome. That looks super cool. Yeah, tapping like the pie. That actually looks just wicked, and I love the see this way, when if you come in with your eraser, these are your erasers. Like you could come in and just do some, like take your opacity down, and then you can erase, and you'll get a little more. Now let's add our aloha back in. You know what I don't like? I don't like this. I don't like this Christmas tree. Let's smear the Christmas tree into the background. There we go. And you could make this, then you could make your smear small. You could just start smearing some of these letters and things, so that it becomes more of a part of your design, instead of only we know they're there. This is something I use in artwork pieces all the time. So now you secretly have a whole bunch of stuff. It's flagrantly fun, yes. And then again, you can just come back in, and like I like to come back in with more markers, like maybe some inking. Let's find a cool inking. This music is awesome. I love it. Ooh, look, lettering. Harlequin. So instead of going back to the exact same color, I'm going to pick up a color. I'm going to pick up this sort of one of these semi-medium tones here. There we go. Whoops, it's not the one I want. There we go. It's not dark enough. There we go. Nice dark. Hey, Driven to Right, MJ, what's cooking? I'm just coin around it. ha ha. Ha ha. Aloha ha. See, just the way it looks awesome the way it just kind of smears in there. So just this crazy looking, now my aloha looks beautiful. But this is how you start getting crazy stuff. We're gonna run over to Superimpose X where we can get some stock photos or personal photos, which you can insert your personal photos into Procreate, but you don't have a stock photo. So I'm just gonna type in aloha. Yes, it's very much graffiti. The graffiti vibe, there's a reason people do that. It's because it fulfills a need, right? Now we'll find something that looks very aloha in here. Just something. Ooh, I like this. Let's get this. Let's auto mask that. Oops, maybe not quite so. Let's put restore. Here we go. I over restored, so now I have to come back in and unrestore. That's erase. And let's turn that brush size way down. And just this kind of, it's a surfboard, but it has a little bit of a shark fin look. Whee! And as you can see, when you make it huge, you can see that I'm not doing the best job cutting it out, but it's not like I'm an AI cutout artist. But the thing is that it's gonna look really clean when it gets to full size. The best way for me is usually I go right along the edge line. One thing I must remind you, pick up your pen a lot, because if not, when you hit back, it'll take out way more things than you were hoping. If you make a mistake, it'll give you. So I'm picking up my brush, pick up my brush, pick up my brush, pick up my brush. Go in close first. That way you can use a broader stroke. So now we can enlarge that again and then just get rid of broad form, erase this rest of this stuff. There we go. So you now we can tighten the bounding box. And now what we do is we share, because remember, we're working in a whole different place. We copy, then go back to Procreate and hit the actions menu. The actions menu has a wrench, so you hit the wrench and add and paste. Allow paste. Look at that, it has a big giant hole in it. Which isn't all bad. The home shopping music. This is one of my songs from Midnight Chill. Let's drag this one down. What's up, Jade Starr Music? So obviously I'm gonna wanna come in here and smear that little part there we go. Just smear that back, smear it back together. Let's put a few less holes in the smears. Ooh, Montezuma, that would be nice. Wow, look at that. Yeah. See what would look, ooh, you might check this out. So if you come into this layer, see, this is what happens, is why Procreate's a great place to work on stuff like this, is because look at that. I just took and now I moved that. And if you could actually, so I could duplicate this layer. Let's see. Does it have duplicate? Well, copied layer, and then paste. I just pasted a new layer. Now there's two of the same image. So here, this is how, but wait, there's more. This is how you could do something like you could end up having this inserted image, like if you put it in between. And then I could just simply like remove, get in here, erase. Whoops, let's make my eraser more straight. Let's spray paint erase, ultra fine nozzle. Whoops. See, look at that. Let's undo that. Right? So what I want to do is I just want to erase this part. Look at that. Now look at that. Now the surfboard pops through the back. Hey, DL. Live to Fly channel. $0 for the next 15 months. Yeah, see, look how cool that looks. I love it. But you could actually go in there if you wanted to. Like, I feel like it. I would love it. So I could come into my inserted image. We'll come back in. We'll grab an ink. We'll grab some ink. Let's grab Nowhere Else. And this time we want it to be dark. So, but I'm going to grab the color. Let's grab the color. I want one of these. I want a black, but not a total, like, strong black. Ooh, there we go. It's a dark blue. And now, we'll cover, let's uncover the image. There we go. There we go. Now it's just this is just kind of a weird little outline. I could actually make that much tinier. Like 3% maybe. We'll make this huge. In the next 15 minutes, you could buy. Hey, Berry Berry! Now look at that. I've been sitting here doing this for like 25 minutes. It's just been so fun. I am absolutely 100% just totally just popped with excitement for all of this. Now we go back. We're gonna go back and look. So the thing I do when I'm playing this way is just hide my layers. Now we'll come in again. We'll grab a stock video. Once again we're looking for something kind of Hawaiian. Ooh, right there. Ooh, let's do this. Now what we want is to set this to 16 by 9. There we go. I like it. There we go. That looks cool. Now we have it. Once again, we're at current layer image. We hit share, copy. Back over to Procreate. Whee. Now we go wrench. Peace, love, and spam masubi. Right? Paste. Allow paste. So now the way what you do this is, as you can see, it's already in this transform thing, and you can freeform, uniform, distort, warp. You could do all kinds of things with it, but all I'm going to do is check this out right here. We're going to get my cursor in, and I'm going to show you fit to canvas right there. And I'm going to hit that, and now this is fit to canvas. So where I do is I actually drag this down underneath my first aloha, and then we're gonna, let's hide everything on top. Now you see what we've got? Whoops. There, whoops, hidden. Let's hide them, hide them, hide them. You uncheck them to hide them, silly. All right, now see that? Now we're gonna blend this in with what's underneath it. Bring it way over here so you can see it. And we're just gonna check out all the different ways. There's multiply, darken. So what happens here is now you're gonna get a little print of what's underneath. There's shade, there's color burn, there's linear burn, there's a darker color, there's lighten, here's screen, color dodge. Ooh, color dodge looks cool. Add, lighter color. It looks cool, but it's probably not what I'm looking for. Overlay, soft light, hard light. Ooh, that's pretty attractive. Vivid light usually looks awesome. Linear light also looks awesome. Pin light. Hard mix is one of my favorite ones. Not for this one though. Difference looks pretty cool. Exclusion, subtract. Subtract takes out everything. Divide usually changes your colors quite intensely. Sorry. That's hue, saturation, color, luminosity. It's really quite intense what you can get out of this. Let's see, difference. Difference looked cool. Pin light. I want to leave some of what we've got though. Vivid light is nice because it keeps some of what we have. Soft light. I think we're going to go with soft light. Now let's put everything back. See? It's just like you could, and we can just keep layering that way. And as we keep layering, we can find things like the, we can find things like a texture, that things to outline, things to get nutty with. Let's see, let's keep going. Let's hide this layer. Look for a new layer, stock. Maybe let's take photos. Look at all these photos I've got. Maybe I took photos of just a sky. That's perfect. Ooh, yes, look at that. 16 by 9. Hey, it's exactly 16 by 9. There we go. Now, current layer image, share, copy. Once again, paste, allow paste. Now that looks actually quite amazing. And look at how it's inserted right there in a killer spot. Let's make this small again. And check how our inserted image looks when we blend it. There's multiply, there's darken, shade, color burn, linear burn, darker color, normal, lighten, screen, color dodge. Ooh, that looks rad. Add. Add looked really awesome. Lighter color, overlay, soft light, hard light, vivid light, linear light, which looks really cool, pin light, hard mix, difference, exclusion, subtract, divide. Actually, that looks cool divided. And the funny thing is that once you do these things, when you smear stuff or erase stuff, it looks quite radical. Let's see, where was that one? Difference looked pretty cool. Vivid light, hard light, soft light, overlay. I like the overlay. So let's take all the stuff out on the top again, and let's do a couple really crazy things here to our, whoops. Ooh, I keep undoing things I want to do because I'm hitting the wrong spot. Now watch. So you've got this really cool background. Now what happens if you do things like remove parts of the background? We're gonna check. Let's use these flicks. We'll remove what's underneath. Whoops. See, that wasn't so cool. I don't like that at all. Toggle visibility. So what I'm doing is double tapping my fingers. I'm just undoing all my erases. Three fingers to redo. I did the toggle. So 2 fingers undo, tap, 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 right? 3 fingers redo, tap, tap. I think what we want to do is we want to remove things out of this other layer underneath. Let's uncover this and maybe do. Let's smudge. Let's smudge with a design maybe. Let's let these fill in. Ooh, look at this. Snow daisy. What happens when you... There we go. Now let's just smudge it with some stuff. Wow, this is just rad. Look how big that... I'm smearing everything with a brush. Maybe we'll delete some stuff with it. Let's find out what we're deleting. Materials, vintage. Look at this groovy. All right. So we're just removing pieces. And literally I'm just like, since the opacity is down, I'm only removing little bits and pieces of it. So that's what, when you add other things underneath, now you get a little bit more layers. Mother smudger. And you could even start, like, if we take the color on this one, you can change the colors even. Let's go. Let's get this back in the corner again. Back here. So we're at multiply, darken. So you can actually use the second one to make a more interesting darker color, normal, lighten, screen, color dodge, add, lighter color. You see some of them get rid of your picture. Vivid light, linear light, pin light, hard mix, difference, exclusion, subtract, divide. Those will all look similar. I want one where it still looks like the thing is underneath you. Like the fin. Lighter color. Screen, lighten, normal, darker color, linear burn. Kind of like this linear burn. So this looks an awful lot cooler than my original drawing, right? Let's add a few more little fun things on it. Cover up this, hide layer. Let's go back to stock. We're still in an aloha thing. Let's see if we can find some things that will help. Ooh, I like this. So let's auto mask that. There we go. Ooh, that looks amazing. There's a flower. Boop. And again, we to current layer image right here, share right here, copy right there. Smudge hammer. All right, we're back here. Let's actions, add, copy. Whoops, not copy, paste. I just made a big mistake. I uncopied what I had. So, undo transform, undo new layer. We have to now go back and copy that again. Hey, Doug Kidda, what's up? Back in here, current layer image. Don't forget current layer image, then share, copy. Now go back and let's not use the wrong thing. Let's go paste like we did. And it says Procreate would like to paste from Superimpose X. Would you want to allow this? Yes, I want to allow this. And let's see, where is it? Let's put it in between our alohas. So I'm turning it, rotating it. I kind of like this actually. I'm gonna bring it up, 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 up. Bring up, up. Dup, 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 dup. There we go. Now there it is. I don't know what to do with this flower. Maybe there. Don't even know if I like it at all. But that's the thing. Mellow Mallet. Hi, Mellow Mallet. I have not seen you before. Yep, this is cool, but it doesn't work. So it actually, I see nothing in here. So all you do is just, whoop, it's completely deleted. Hide that layer. Come back in, look for more pictures and things. I want things that we can, I do. Actually, I love this plane idea. Let's see if we can get the plane perfectly masked. Yes, we can. A plane will be good to have in the corner of our picture. Here we go again. Tap the share sheet that's up here in the corner. Tap current layer image. Tap share. Tap copy. And now I'm going to use my Alt Tab. Oops. See if it works. Alt Tab. There we go. Alt Tab. Back to Procreate. Here we are. Saw, hammer, paste. Yes, allow the paste. So I like the idea of this going underneath, coming out from behind the aloha, so let's move it down. Now it looks like it's kind of in the sky. Ooh, here we go. Woo! I don't like that there. Whoops. There, now it looks like it's coming up through the clouds or something. There we go. I like that. Just kind of there. Aloha. The gavel. All right, let's see. What do I want to do next? Let's see. Let's add another layer. Top layer. And this layer is going to be filled with little drawings and things. I love little drawings. So we're inked. Let's use this nightjar ink. We're going to find a light color. Let's actually find our color in here. I want something that's maybe like close to one of these. There we go. Sometimes I like to just draw like little dots around my lettering. Just draw, draw, draw. It's because when you get, what's that? What am I trying to say? If in doubt, add more. Or do a destructive layer. Hey, Cubes, what's up? Just a little dots all the way around. It's exactly how I work with regular things. Mario goes to the bunny bar. See, it's hard. You can hardly even see him. Like if I just take out this layer and this layer, let's just take out all the other layers, and you can see that I just did dots. Let's put back in all the things. Notice how some of them don't show up until the other layers are underneath them because of the blending brushes you've got. A main part is this layer that I made my circle dot dot. Ha 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 ha. I like to put things like let's see, where some of my little things I'm always doing. I'm always making these little, in the corners of my paintings, I always make little heart balloons floating off into the distance. Those little heart balloons in the distance, they represent my son and my brother and my mom. My 3 balloons that have floated away from me. Hey, well, look up. Guess what, guys? It's actually here's just one little last tip that we always make is when you add multiples of things, like let's add some little stars in the bottom, that you make them in uneven numbers. See how 4 of them looks kind of stupid, but 5 of them looks awesome. So here I'm going to go 1 more, 2 more, 7. I like 7 stars. And then I'm going to add a few little dots here. 5 dots. Looks pretty. So this is just kind of a thing you could use this as like the background. You could use it as a background, or you could use it as you could pop it out and start messing with it. You could put it into your AI. You could try to generate a video with it. You can do almost anything, just writing, drawing, putting in pictures, erasing, all the good things. I think this is beautiful. We'll just pop it in. Here's our actions. Actions, share, PNG, exporting, save image. And then once you save the image, you could actually possibly even do other things with it. Like if you press down on it, it might decide that something in there is a sticker. Yeah, look, it's giving you the H and the surfboard as a sticker. Funny times. All right, guys, next up we've got Jade Starr. We'll say goodbye to you real quick with my face. Here's my face. We're going to turn down this music real quick. And nice. Well, thank you for attending my TED Talk. I don't know about you, but even if you don't like our our results, I had a very I feel like my time went by very quickly. I feel incredibly peaceful. I'm smiling, and I have a piece of art that may or may not be useful for me. Right? It isn't. This is not everything. Is not a gigantic, massive productivity thing. You know, be useless way more often. So next up, we've got Morphing by Triple Spiral for Soundbox is what Jade's going to show off. And then tomorrow I'll be back with Fur and Frets 19, 18, I forget what number. And then Friday night, the beautiful, lovely Midnight Chill and all the other incredible entertainment choices you have that day. All right, my friends, it's been awesome. I will catch you on the flip flop. Big love and all the peace that you can carry, baby. Wow.